All right, so that drum's gonna be stuck on there pretty well. So give it some hits. Try not to hit the studs. Just hit that drum, and then you'll be able to use a pry bar and pry around it. Spray some PB blaster on the studs as well. Just go ahead and pull that drum off. All right, spray it all with brake cleaner because you're gonna get a bunch of brake dust in your face doing drum brakes. Then use that special tool and go ahead and push in and turn on the springs. You can get this tool at Harbor Freight or any auto parts store. All right, next, go ahead and use some angled pliers. I like to use angled pliers and get that lower and top spring off. Once I got the lower and top spring off, I just take the drum brake off, and then you have to get that emergency brake cable off. So just pull back on the spring, still using the same tool right there, and just pull out of its little bracket. Next, because I'm doing the bearings, I got 4 bolts back there. Well, I got 5. One is a 10 mil for the wheel speed sensor, so go ahead and remove that. And then the others are, I forgot it, they're like 15 mil. I just used a Milwaukee Stubby 3/8 inch drive and was able to remove all of them fairly easily. And then once you remove those, you're going to have a backing plate. So make sure you put that backing plate back with the new bearing, right? So you see it's on the piece of cardboard. Camera angle's a little bad. So now I'm closing off the brake line because I'm also replacing the cylinder of the brake drum. So go ahead, close that brake line off there. There you go. Now I'm popping open the bleeder screw. I think it was 8 mil. Got a little flared wrench there, and popping that open. Then I'm gonna take that out. New cylinder should come with a new bleeder screw. All right. A little 10 mil bolts holding the cylinder on the hub plate. So take those out, and then that cylinder comes right out. All right, now I'm tightening up the cylinder. So same way it came out, same way it goes back in. And then this is pretty sped up because I'm just putting that hub or that bearing back on, making sure that backing plate's back on, and then just getting a couple bolts started, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them down. I think it is, man, 77 foot-pounds of torque. I think I can't remember. But yeah, look up the torque spec and then use a torque wrench for sure on those, and just go crisscross. All right, now make sure you go ahead and loosen um, that, I don't know, that mount, that wheel or whatever, all the way, so you can pull it out of the brake assembly, and then that'll also loosen the back spring, just like that. All right, and then that little plate has a little locking collar you got to take off. So, and then put that locking collar back on. The new one, I cleaned up that plate with brake cleaner, and then I'm putting on the top spring right now. And then I grab my little adjuster and then fit the adjuster on each side of the brake shoe. Cool. And then I can't. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I'm putting on that top front spring, making sure that I have that the ratchet on the left side seated. Okay. Yeah, you see me move right now. Yeah, make sure that's seated. All right, now I'm putting on the brake shoe on the parking brake, and then basically putting on the springs right here with that special tool. Just push and turn, right? You got to make sure that pin goes through the back side of the hub assembly. Push and turn, Get the plates on the springs, and then you're good to go. And then the last thing is the bottom spring. And then after that, I mean, you're good to go. Those are drum brakes, man. That's all there is to it. Really, nothing to it. That's it. Put the drum actually on, and then go ahead and obviously you got to bleed it. So I just used a buddy, and he just pumped the brakes. I opened up the bleeder, and then closed the bleeder. Yeah, there you go. Yep, sweet tool. Yeah, use that tool the whole time. Really not that